Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Ray's Reviews. In today's video, I want to address the impact of Celsius and Voyager Digital had on some people in the crypto community. And in today's video, I want to talk all about the emotions and feelings that you, myself, and everyone in the community may be feeling. Now, this is not a typical type of video that I do on my channel, but I feel it's important to make this video because first, I just want to say how heartbroken I am to see all these devastating posts from people in the Celsius and Voyager Digital company. And before we say things like, told you so, or not your keys, not your crypto, or you should have seen this coming, or I told you to withdraw, or fool, you have risk allocation issues, I want to remind everyone that behind every depositor in Celsius and Voyager Digital is a human being. These are not bots like some of the spam YouTube comments, but real human beings on the other side of like Reddit posts, YouTube comments, and even people that are silently lurking in videos without commenting. These are human beings, first and foremost, that got hurt by the situation. Many of these people, like yourself and myself, were not degenerate gamblers who deposited crypto funds into Celsius or Voyager Digital. These were savers who believed in the future of crypto. These were husbands trying to give a better life for their wife and children. These were students going through college while working at a part-time job, saving in crypto to put themselves through college, depositing every little bit of Bitcoin that they could find. Young professionals who worked hard for years, grinding it out at a corporate job they didn't like, and counting on this for the down payment on their first home. This is the retirement plan for some elderly people. Everyone has a unique story, and whatever your story is, I know how much it hurts to have these companies like Celsius and Voyager Digital make press releases about how everything is okay, and then to find out just a few days or weeks later that they're announcing a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. I know what it feels like to feel like a transaction, to trust in someone, and to feel betrayed, and to not know the outcome of what is going to happen, not knowing what is happening to your crypto assets. And even worse, maybe you even got your family and friends into these companies and you feel a deep sense of guilt. Now, I don't want to spread any false hopium and just say that everything is going to be okay, because I don't know. Because you know, in Chapter 11 bankruptcies, you just really never know what the outcome is going to be. It could be totally fine in the end, like we wait a few years, get a haircut, and the crypto bull market returns, and we're all happy again. Or it could be a complete disaster. And as much as an optimistic person I am, it's important just to know that everyone's story is different. I know there are people who are counting on these crypto funds to feed their families today, not 2-3 years in the future, right now. And they cannot withdraw these funds that they need right now. That was the promise that these platforms had given to these people. Now, first and foremost, before we start talking about blame, like if you invested in Celsius or Voyager Digital and you are feeling guilt for yourself and you blame yourself, I want to immediately address this and say, it is not your fault. You did nothing wrong. Voyager Digital was a publicly audited company. On paper, it was absolutely investment grade and looked stellar. The CEO came from E-Trade, a fantastic company that is still around since the dot-com era, had a stellar background, and Celsius had CPDQ, one of the top pension plans in the world, invest in. Alex Mashinsky looked like a brilliant entrepreneur who was going to change the world. Some of the smartest people in the world put their money in Voyager Digital and Celsius. These are doctors, lawyers, pension funds, investment managers. The first thing you need to do if you blame yourself is to please forgive yourself, because you did nothing wrong. You did not make a mistake by putting your crypto funds into Celsius or Voyager Digital. You did not make a mistake by not seeing the red flags and pulling your crypto out in time from these platforms. You did nothing wrong. You are not an idiot. You did not make a mistake. This is just something that happened to you, but also to a whole community of people in the exact same shoe as you. Like if you were the only one that got caught, that'd be one thing, but a lot of people got burned. So please do not blame yourself. Please forgive yourself. Now, the second thing you need to do after forgiving yourself, I think a big part of everyone's mental burden is that you're holding on to all these negative emotions inside. You need to have an honest discussion with your loved ones if your money decisions impacted them in any way. And that could be number one, if you overinvested in Celsius or Voyager Digital and you are unsure of the outcome, you owe them the truth. Or if you got them into Celsius or Voyager Digital and they were just not as crypto or business savvy, you need to explain to them what a Chapter 11 bankruptcy is. Stick to the facts of what a Chapter 11 bankruptcy is. And this is not going to be an easy discussion, and there may be some anger and hatred directed towards you, and you may feel a deep sense of guilt. You may feel pain and humiliation, and this is normal because you are human, but it is important not to keep these emotions bottled up inside and hide these things from your loved ones. It is just too much to bear the burden alone. Just remember why you got them into crypto. You wanted a better future for them and for yourself, and you still do. So it is better to have these discussions sooner than later. Step number 3, use this as an opportunity to really keep everything in perspective. Like, think about your loved ones, think about the people who are counting on you, how you need to be there for them. Like, money comes and goes. Financial losses are temporary. There have been people who lost it all in the past just to rebuild it back in a couple of years later and then some. And a lot of people really credited their financial loss and hardship for them to get to the next level of financial wealth accumulation. Like, even if the outcome of this Chapter 11 bankruptcy is not positive, please note that you are worth much more than the amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum you have on Celsius or Voyager Digital. You just really never know what life has in store for you. Like, there can be many positive things or there can be negative things. You never really know. Like in 2021, I'll tell everyone, I had a major health crisis during the 2021 bull market run. And for people who have never experienced a major health crisis, when you lose your health, you would trade it all to get your health back. And I'm totally serious about this because financial losses are temporary. Your health is forever. Like, I experienced my major health crisis in the peak of the 2021 bull market run. I was relatively young and really felt invincible. Bitcoin was like 64,000 at that time, and all these other crypto was pumping. On paper, I had a lot of crypto money, and then boom, suddenly one day out of nowhere, I had a major unexpected health crisis. Now, I don't want to bore everyone with the details, but let's just say that it was pretty bad. Like, I was in so much physical pain that the only thing I wanted was ibuprofen. And the problem was I had no idea what the health issue was. One of the hospitals that I went to misdiagnosed my issue. I had like no appetite, no desire for anything in life, no desire for money or crypto. The only thing I wanted was ibuprofen. And I know that fear of the unknown is just really bad because you just really never know when things are gonna get better. And at that time, crypto was pumping like crazy. But when you're in physical pain, you just don't really care. You just wanna get healthy again. And at that time, I would have traded every last dollar I have crypto that I had just to get my health back. Now, while I'm not 100% healthy yet, I am slowly working on rebuilding my health back. So that major life lesson really taught me something. That is, if you have your health, you can rebuild any financial loss. It is much worse to have a lot of money, but no health. So don't mentally torture yourself. Please forgive yourself. There are a lot of people in the exact same boat as you, including myself. I know it's cliche, but sometimes life just throws you obstacles and you just have to laugh at the situation. Like FML, probably in 5 or 10 years, we will probably look back at this and laugh. So once again, this is a little unusual video for me, but I just wanted to get that off of my chest. Like, if you have been hurt in this situation by Celsius or Voyager Digital, I feel you. I know everyone has their own individual story of why they trusted these CEFI platforms, why they invested in crypto. And I want to let you know that your story is not forgotten. I acknowledge your hatred and anger you may have for the people responsible for this. And I acknowledge your fears of the unknown, of like what is going to happen to your crypto assets. I know how difficult it is to kind of sleep at night when you're under financial distress. But I also want you to think about all your loved ones and your responsibility to them. You need to be a rock right now for them. They are counting on you. You are worth much more than the Bitcoin and Ethereum you have in your Celsius or Voyager Digital account. Maybe you even have some Solana as well if you watch Invest Answers. But brighter days are coming. I hope everything works out for you and me. Like, let's stay strong together. I'm praying for you. If you could say a prayer for me as well, I'd really appreciate it. I know there are a lot of people that are going through some really dark times right now with the Celsius and Voyager Digital situation. So please say a prayer for them as well. But also please stay optimistic. I think brighter days are ahead for us. Keep your mental health strong. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.